Let us begin the meditation. Take a very relaxed posture. Sit in a comfortable place. By crossing your hands, fingers into fingers. By crossing your legs. By closing your eyes. Simply connecting with your breath. A normal, natural breath. The more you are with your breath, the more lighter you become. Because in this journey, traveling along with your breath, you drop so much of baggages that, not, that are not bringing any good to you. Feel so much relieved. Our breath is reminding us each and every moment to be in the now. And being in the now means being content, being happy. Just be with your breath, friends. Enjoy each and every moment with your breath by being grateful to your breath. By cutting the thoughts or by peacefully letting them go, by just witnessing them. Just a natural breath, friends. Last 1 minute, friends. Bring back your awareness to your physical body and to your surroundings. Last 10 seconds, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now slowly place your both hands over your eyes for a few seconds. And whenever you're ready, you may remove your hands. Slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, friends. I hope you all had a peaceful meditation. So, friends, today we have entered into day 9 of We Heal Ourselves sessions. And today's article is by Rasha, and she's going to say about emotional balance is the key, which is a very important topic. Before we go into the topic, I would like to read about Rasha. Rasha awakened to her inner calling as a conduit of divine guidance in the year 1987. As a messenger of divine wisdom, Rasha has dedicated herself to addressing the profound spiritual awakening that is the hallmark of these times. Her teachings are universal in nature and do not represent the beliefs of any religion. An incurable world traveler, Rasha now spends her days cloistered in the remote mountains of northern New Mexico and the mystical hills of South India. There, in blessed silence, life is filled with the indescribable joy of transcribing the words of oneness for future volumes. So, this is about Rasha Prince, and now getting back into the topic, which is emotional balance is the key. The fortitude of one's physical form is a subject of great importance and one on which many are focused in these times. The purification of one's physical form as a vehicle for ascension is one of the most crucial areas toward which one can direct focused intent, and one towards which we wish to direct your attention. Your form is a direct reflection of your vibratory levels at any given time. For the human body is merely the manifestation of energy as form. The form in which you venture forth on the sacred journey harbors within in it what could be termed cellular memory. In this vibrationally based encoding lies the keys to the physical and metaphysical transformation in which you are engaged. The molecular changes occurring in your physical form are triggered energetically both as a result of the manifestations of personal choice and the energetic changes occurring all around you. Vibrational medicine will replace the traditional techniques in present practice, and technical schooling will come to serve as a footnote to an emerging population of bound beings gifted with healing abilities they oftentimes do not understand. The purification of one's physical form is the single most significant activity upon which you may choose to focus your energies in the present period. But within your cellular structure, you carry eons of vibrational imprinting calculated to keep you rooted energetically to a realm that is fast becoming a vibrational relic. In order to transcend that tethering, it is necessary to recognize the monumental changes are occurring within you and to allow these changes to occur unimpeded. The amplified energies with which you are surrounded as a natural part of living and breathing have a purging effect upon the human cellular structure. There are aspects your physical form that react to these stresses in ways that traditionally would have been classified as illnesses. Yet, to alleviate those signs to cellular cleansing would, in all likelihood, result in insidious deterioration of one's physical well being. Maintaining oneself in physical and emotional balance is key to the longevity one would hope to achieve. Certain teachers now are on the cutting edge of energy medicine are putting forth information that establishes with clarity the correlation between one's thoughts and emotions and the state of one's physical health. The fullness of the creation of one's state of well being must encompass the energetic programming one brings into this lifetime, as well as energy in the form of experience being magnetized into one's energy field by simultaneous aspects of self in realities that coexist parallel to the one you recognize as your world. Now, the karmic toxins. It is crucial that the layers of accumulated karmic toxins be released energetically as one's vibration continues to accelerate in these times. In order to manifest physically at the levels towards which you travel, it is necessary to unburden the physical body of the eons of vibrational residue that you carry inadvertently. It is not possible to sustain life at the higher levels if you are grounded by density in your cellular structure. It is necessary to process your energetic makeup in order to isolate the patterns of choice and response physically, emotionally, at the level of the core vibration. Some refer to as spirit. So, this is from this book called Oneness Friends by Rasha. So, this is all about emotional. She speaks about emotional balance is the key, and she says that like we have everything within us to change the vibration of our system. So, yes, friends, and again, each and every master is saying the same thing. When we change our thoughts, our life will be transformed. So, everything is in the thoughts. So, the thoughts affect our physical health. Yes, friends, if somebody wants to share anything on this, okay, I will share my experience because I was when I was not into meditation. I was very angry person. Like I could not control my anger. My mom knows, my family knows how angry I was before coming into meditation. If something is there in my hand, I would just throw it if I'm angry. Like and I used to bang my head and all kinds of things. I used to because I was not balanced. I was not emotionally balanced. I didn't know how to how to keep myself grounded or how to keep myself balanced. So when meditation got introduced to me and when I started practicing more and more meditation, I have sent the memory or I have recognized my strength that like everybody has it. We have only forgotten it that it has in us. So I have cleaned all the layers that is not bringing any good to me. Like yes, it took some time, like to be in this state where I am now. That like cleansing, like whenever the anger comes up, I used to like calm myself down, or like I used to meditate and I used to find the root cause of it. What is it that it is conveying to me? Why is this emotion coming up again and again? What is that is blocking me to like move forward? So whenever I worked on myself, that's where I got released from that state, and I became more freer and freer. So yes, friends, emotional balance is the key. Like the more you are, strength over here. It's not about the physical strength, but if you are mentally strong, then your physical strength will be automatically shown. So this is what I wanted to share. I'm sure many of our friends here have noticed that if practicing meditation or any kind of activities that they are liking to do, like suppose painting or anything that they wish to do, and if they are doing it, that is where they are finding their solace, that is where they are finding their peace, that is where they are balancing their emotions. So it's very important to understand our emotions and to balance it, friends. Yeah. So this is about I wanted to share. And friends, if you have anything to share, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Yes, Amita ji.
Good morning, Madhu. Thanks for the
Very good
wonderful
morning.
meditation. And yesterday's Dilima's meditation was so good. I didn't want to come out of the trance, didn't want to speak. So I was hearing everybody. But I was just no, I didn't want to break the trance.
Wow. Mm.
So and I just left. And I would like to say one thing. I am revisiting your YouTube videos about the untold story of Sita.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's nice.
So yeah, and when I'm sitting in it, I go into a meditation when I'm hearing the story,
Mm.
and it makes so much of sense. But yes, but my question is, like, how do you control your anger? I mean, how do you do it? Like, if I have to tell
I,
somebody
mhm.
who's very angry but wants to change, but that person says, I want to change, but I'm, they recognize that the thought and their actions are not conducive to them.
Mhm.
So how do you tell them, how to go about?
No, it's just introduce the meditation, Amitaji. That's the
Yeah.
only thing.
So
You
I
know,
am telling
maybe
them,
maybe you don't have to make them meditate for half an hour or 40 minutes. Maybe just 5 minutes in a day. You sit along with that person, like, and then meditate, and then you see that, like how, and anger is not wrong. Like expressing the anger is not wrong. Keeping it with yourself is wrong. But what happens when you practice more and more meditation is you will be having a right anger. When it is required, you will express your anger, and you'll not prolong your anger. So you suppose, for example, before coming into meditation, I was prolonging my anger. I used to keep it to myself, and I used to trouble my husband for days together. Like I used to not talk to him, or like cursing myself or cursing everything around. So I used to do all sorts of things. But when I practice meditation, yes, I get angry, but that is momentary angry. It has to come out, and once it is out, then I don't again think about it. It's gone. Once it is out, that means it's gone. So that kind of balance I have attained, like uh, so I found that meditation is the key for me to attain this emotional balance, you know yeah. So maybe you have to go little slow, and maybe you have to share them that only 5 minutes of meditation, not even longer hours, only 5 minutes that they can do for themselves if they really want to change, if they really want to like see that they want to be happy. I know that all these kind of emotions, if they are too much, they kill us. They eats us up. So like we have to some or the other way, we have to find the root cause of it, or we have to know why it is coming up again. Why am I expressing anger? Where is it that is that I missed learning? Maybe from the childhood, maybe there something might have happened in the childhood that made you this like this angry. So there might be so many reasons. Only when we are in the calmer state, we will understand. Yes, okay, this is where I have to work. Yes, let me work. Yeah. So yes, this is what I would like to share, Amita. And maybe Sharu is here. Sharu, yes, please, Sharu, if you can just. throw some light on this?
Good morning, everyone.
Very
Morning,
good.
Thank
Sharon.
you, Amitaji, for this wonderful question. I absolutely resonate with what Madhukaro has said, that meditation is the key for everything, for taking care of your feelings or emotions. Just give me a second. I'm sorry, there was a disturbance, so I had to. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, what I was saying is, I'll just tell you my, experience. So initially, I was full of rage, full of, you can say, anger towards people. There was so much of hatred inside of me that why people do this, why people do that with me, what have I done, and all that. And what used to happen was, it used to come out on my elder child at that time when he was very young. So he was just 2 or 3 years old, and I used to just take out my I blurt out my anger, and after that I used to cry because there was a regret also inside of me. There was a guilt that he did not do anything. Why did I do that with him? I used to be angry with him. So when I came into meditation, I will not say that the anger completely subsides, because anger is an emotion, it's a reaction that we bring into our life. So sometimes it happens that anger does come, but when we start meditating, we are able to know how to deal with the anger. How can we deal with it properly? So at that time, this understanding came that he is not responsible for whatever I'm going through, whatever I'm feeling. So when these kind of things happen, when this understanding comes, so at that time we start refraining ourselves from things, because that understanding will always refrain us, stop us from doing something that is not right for us, and that is not right for the children or the family. So this is how I started improving myself. That was a very step by step concept. And if a person is saying that I want to control anger, nobody can control the emotions. We can only deal with the emotions. We cannot control, because these emotions will keep coming. If today, if I my relationship with somebody is very cordial, tomorrow it might not be, because the relationships keep changing. So today, if somebody loves me, tomorrow that person might hate me, or vice versa. So we cannot control any emotions that we have today, but we can deal with them properly. So this is what my input was, and I completely agree with Madhugaru that it is absolutely through meditation that we can deal with these emotions, all the negative emotions. Because with this and with the Swadhyaya, that is the book reading, we'll be able to expand our consciousness, and through that we'll be able to deal with these emotions in a more better way. This is what I did. This is what my experience has been, and I'm sure everybody's experience would be like that only, because the more you read the books like we are doing right now, the Sajjan Sangatya, the Swadhyaya and Dhyan, all these three things together, mixed together, will actually help in our own evolution. So this is what I wanted to share. Thank you, Madhugaru. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amitaji.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sharon.
Sharu. Thank you, Madhu.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Saiji.
Namaste, Madhukaro. That session was
Namaste.
really very nice, and because of some unavoidable reason, I joined a little late. But I was there during this entire discussion about all this, and I wanted to share one thing. I've been into this for the past about 4 months, and then prior to that, on many occasions, for any sudden, occasion of joy or sorrow, I would generally be more balanced. But I felt that after I started practicing meditation, this has increased a lot, the stability. But however, I also found that the sensitivity
Mm,
uh, once increased also. There was a sad occasion at home, and then at that point of time, the emotion was overwhelming. So my question is, does it so happen that either initially or for a longer time, while on a routine kind of a manner, while the
Mm,
stability comes in.
mm.
On certain occasions, when there are triggers, at that time it goes excessive. Does it happen like that?
Yes, I'll tell you my example, Saiji. When I came into meditation say around 2009, 2010, and we were living in Egypt at that time, and we had the opportunity of Patriji visiting us,
Yeah.
my master or my father or my guide, I could say. So he came to Egypt. He used to come yearly twice, and in 2010, when he came to Egypt, we were going for a session, meditation session. We were taking Patriji to have our local sessions over there. And while on the journey, somebody met with an accident, you know,
Okay.
and the blood was flowing out there. And when I looked at it, I went very emotional. I felt very, I almost cried. And Patricia looked at me, and he said, like, you have to be balanced, you should um um, I mean, it's just a process. At that time, my level of understanding, my level of empathy was that I was very sensitive.
Yeah.
But practicing more and more meditation, I just witness. I do not react to anything. So I just be calm. Even now, recently, there were so many deaths in my family, so many passing over. But I even did not drop a tear because I know that, wherever they are, they went to their home and they're happy out there. So
Right.
your understanding towards life will change, and your understanding towards death will change when you understand that the most important thing, Saiji, that we did is last the sessions, the 49 days of enlightenment or no death that we did. It gave us a huge understanding that there is no death. When we understand that there is no death, we will really celebrate life. We will value each and every moment of
Yeah.
our life. So yes, it took some time. It's not just like that it happened. It took some time, and it as Sharuji was telling, meditation and a Sajjana Sangatyam, that what we are doing, we all inspiring each other. We are all taking information from each other. Oh, if Saiji could do it, I can also do it. Like something like that. So we are all are inspiring each other. And the third thing is reading spiritual books. So
Yeah.
when you read books, there are so many masters out there who have experienced a lot of things. When we read it, something clicks in us. So that's how we evolve, as Sharuji was telling. Yeah. So it is very normal what you're going through. It's fine,
Okay.
but yeah, it takes some time. That's it. You're in the right
Okay.
path.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saiji. Yes, Mridalaji.
Good morning, Madhu. I'm just listening to your session, so I wanted to share something. So, anger is not the primary emotion. There is another emotion behind the anger. So that emotion is actually what you described and what Charu described. Usually, it's a loss of something or sadness, and so it comes out in anger because we feel vulnerable and we feel loss of control. So, and as you and Charu both nicely mentioned, meditation is the key. It sets us, resets us, and helps us manage the anger, which, as I said, is not the primary emotion. It's a secondary emotion due to an underlying loss of something or fear of something or sadness of something. It just subconsciously we shift it to anger expressed
Mm,
outside. So meditation will help us to, as you and Sharu have been saying, to balance everything. And then
mm,
the sharing that we're doing also helps us. And then, of course, we encourage book spiritual reading.
mm.
All this helps us shift our, transforms our
Yeah.
emotion, the underlying emotion, which is we express it in anger, to back to feeling of calmness and
Mm.
feeling of balance.
Yeah.
So thank you, Madhu.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mridulaji. Thank you so much, friends. I would also here tell one example that happened to my that happened in my life in 2019. Again, it's a it's a lesson that I have learned from my master, Patriji. So I know many of our friends here know about this story, but I want to share this because ego, like coming up. Um, that is again an kind of and there is a lot of emotions that goes along with this ego. So I want to share this story. When I was in Egypt in 2019, I had we visited to Egypt because to conduct some meditation sessions, and Patriji was coming with a group of Indian masters to meditate inside the pyramid. So I also went there, and it was the last day. So they were going to the airport. They just had 10 or 15 minutes, the entire team, and Patriji was there. And one of my friends in that Indian group, he knew that I was playing singing bowls, and he went to Patriji and he said that Patriji, Madhu plays wonderful singing bowls. Why not we ask Madhu to play singing bowls for some time and we all meditate? Yeah, like Patriji never says no. So, like he called everybody to his room, and I also came with the singing bowls, carrying all my singing bowls, thinking that Patriji would ask me to play. And everything was happening very like very rightly, and there was very less time, and I was just waiting, when will Patriji ask me to play the singing bowls, when will he, I was just really waiting. He was not asking me, he was asking everybody's experience. Hey, how was your experience inside the pyramids, how was Egypt, and all these things he was asking. And like I was really, something was churning up inside me, like, why is sir not asking, or it's getting late, like we have less time. So that moment, like I could not recognize what is happening inside me, but later it did not take much time to recognize. And that day sir did not ask me to play, and everybody came, and we just meditated for 5 minutes, where Patriji started singing, and then afterwards everybody left to airport. And it was the time Patriji and Venugopal Reddy Anna, he was also there. So we three were there, and I had to take Patricia to airport, with the travel agent. And I when sir was sitting in the lobby, I just became real. I realized that what happened within me. It was my ego that was coming up. And what I did is I went to Patriji and I told to Patriji that, Patriji, thank you so much for breaking my comfort zones. I was thinking that everything is comfortable around me, like everybody will give comfort to me, but you broke my comfort zones, and I have learned a lot, I said. So then he said the beautiful line which I will never forget in my life, and which I always implement in my life from that day is, Madhu, I don't want you to be comfortable. Like I didn't break your comfort zone. I always want you to be comfortable in every situation, he said. That means if there is anything happening good to you, be comfortable. If there is not, if there is something that is not happening right to you, it's okay. Be good. Be comfortable. This is what I have learned. I mean, treat everything equally. Do not judge the situation, or do not get carried away by it. I really got carried away by that emotion, that, oh, why did Patriji? There was so much happening inside me. So yes, emotional balance is the key. Like when you are emotionally balanced, you will not experience all these things. So I thank Patriji from my bottom of my heart that, like that Patriji had given this lesson to me, so to make my life more beautiful, not to react to anything, just be staying comfortable. If there is a session, I be okay. If there is no session, if somebody doesn't come up, it's okay also. Like that's where we will learn. That's where we will learn lot of lessons. So it's what I wanted to share about the emotions. And thank you so much, friends, for listening. Yes, Sharu.
Yeah, it is for the Sai sir. I just wanted to add certain things as he asked the question about sensitivity. So, this I have experienced in my life as far as the meditation and meditative journey has been so far. So why does this sensitivity come to us? It is because when we are born, we are always born with these emotions: sensitivity, empathy, love, compassion, everything. We are born with all these qualities. But when we start coming into this your relative reality, as Patricia says, so what happens is that we stop thinking about these emotions. We stop using these emotions because of the challenges that we face. We start having and nurturing the emotions like hatred, jealousy, envy, and all these things. So what happens is when we start meditating, these layers are being sifted, and what we are, who we are, it actually comes on the surface. So this is who we are. We are very empathetic. We are full of love. We are full of compassion. If you ask me today, 10 years back when I had not started meditating, I was a hardcore non-vegetarian. I will not say that I did not have any compassion for the animals, but that understanding was not at all there. That that somebody is being killed for it. But once I started meditating, that was the first day when me and my family left the non-vegetarian whatever thing. So after that, what happened? There was a lot of change. There was a paradigm shift in my thinking because I started bringing animals into my life. I started having so much of compassion and empathy towards the animals, and that also in turn helped me understand and be empathetic towards other people also. So it was all interconnected. So when it started happening today, I'm talking to the animals. I'm communicating with the plants. As Madhugaru says that she communicates with the utensils. She communicates with everything that is lying there in her house. She communicates with literally everything because she has that feeling of compassion, that empathy, because she knows that everything is energy and a vibration. And, so this is the change that meditation brings. So sensitivity or being overtly emotional, it's absolutely fine. If you're empathetic, it's absolutely fine, because this is what meditation brings us within us, because this is all already there. It's just that meditation starts bringing our real me. So meditation brought a real sharu out, which was lying somewhere under the debris of these strong negative emotions. So this is what is happening to you, Saisa, and this is my understanding. If somebody else wants to share or share their understanding, so please come ahead. This is what I feel. Thank you, Saisa. Thank you so much.
Very beautifully shared, Charu. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Arpita?
Yes, thank you so much, Ka, for the wonderful session. I thought of saying the same thing as mentioned by Sharvaka right now. I wanted to share my experience for the question asked by Amita ji. Um, Before I was non-vegetarian,
Mm,
before coming to meditation, and at the time, I used to get very angry often towards my
mm,
mom, towards my friends, to all the people around me, not with the strangers but with the loved ones,
mm,
this made me to get separated from my friends, to make many enemies around me. And once after becoming vegetarian, this quality of getting angry slowly started to live in me, and now I am experiencing that even if someone makes me angry or not making me like being in the comfort zone as I was expecting, I am totally okay. Nothing is happening to me right now. So this is what I wanted to mention along with all the things that you said: meditation, sajjana sangatya, and then experience sharing, and along with vegetarianism is playing a great role. So that's what I wanted to add. And also, like last 3 weeks back, I got this intuition,
mm,
like I am having something um, in my under my leg, a
mm,
kind of uh, acne.
mhm,
So it's not going at all. So the intuition that what came to me was, infant, you didn't like when you were in the lockdown, but
mhm,
why you want to drink the milk of the cows that
mm,
are confined since from their childhood, So
mm,
at that point, I made this decision to become vegan. And since
mm,
3 now I am vegan, and the pain that I used to suffer a lot,
mm.
it went away.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, Arpita. It is, it's a, yes, we have to emphasis on this very important topic on vegetarianism. Yes. So we have to really be compassionate, and as friends, what we eat is what we become. So this also plays a huge, huge role with our emotions. So of how we think. Day before yesterday, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we were asked to take a session on vegetarianism to share our experiences on vegetarianism. So like what we experienced is when we were in Egypt, we were sharing about meditation, and many people, after practicing meditation, something had changed in them, that they were not, them being Muslims, they were not able to eat the non-vegetarian food, because right from their childhood it is their food, like, but that's how they are brought up with, it's nobody's food actually. We don't have any right to take any animal being's life, and to have it as our food just for our taste, and then it's gone. So but those people in Egypt, whoever have practiced meditation, they have realized within themselves that yes, it's not our food, and that they used to hear the cries of all the animals, and how the pain that they go through, and they left eating non-vegetarian food. And then now when we see, they're so much balanced, because I tell you also one more story which I told there. Like, um, in India, like what we do is, like, we bring the goat, the baby, the lamb, the little baby goat, and what we do is we take care of that. Like, we give all the food, right? So, for example, there was one person who got this baby lamb, and he was just feeding that baby so much. He was taking care of that baby so much, that every day he used to attend, and he used to pat, and he used to really take care, he used to feed, he used to sit there and everything. And one day it became, like, very big, and it was time that man had guests, and it was time for him to slaughter this goat now. So what before, animals are very smart beings. Before they get to know that, this is the time they are vacating their body, they release what not hormones, the anger, the distrust, and like, the pain, the depression, all these kind of hormones, the emotions they release, it goes into the meat, all the flesh of that animal. And when we consume that, that is what we become. Like, that's why we don't trust people, that's why we have so much of anger. It is one of the reasons, most major reason is by eating non-vegetarian food. The rest is, you can ask me, then how are vegetarian people are so, like, angry, or how are they are so much rude, and all these things you might ask. But that is again part of their karma. Maybe in this life they're vegetarians, but they might have done so many things in their past, that is what is making them now how they are. But being a vegetarian brings a lot of change into our life, friends. And thanks to Arpita for bringing up this topic, because it is very sensitive topic, and it is most important topic. If you meditate or not meditate, that is okay, but being a vegetarian is the must. So try it for yourself, friends. If you're not vegetarian, try it for yourself and be compassionate. Poor little lamb, that for that little baby goat, what it had gone through. It had thought, oh, my boss is really taking care of me very well. So one day it gets to know that he's going to kill. So what pain that animal had gone through, the same thing. If your dog has the same feelings, all the animals, the cows and all the animals have the same kind of feelings. So they have families, they have emotions. So please do take care of them. Please become their voice. Share this message to everybody. We should, if we don't have any right to take their life just for food and to separate them from their family. Let them also live happily. Let we all live happily, like like how Jesus Christ used to do, used to really take care of all the animal beings. He's the most compassionate being or a master. So all these masters are showing that we have to be really compassionate towards our animal friends. So yes, friends, this is what I wanted to share. And again, thanks Harputta, thanks Sharu for putting emphasis on this very important topic, and which is I also speak a lot about. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, friends. Any other one who wants to share? Right. So, friends, today evening we will be having a session by Master Ram, and for tomorrow morning we will be having again an important topic, which is "Mind is the Builder" by Bob Trowbridge. So it is again, and it might be a little longer topic. So we will start exactly at 6 o'clock, friends. 6 o'clock Germany time, which means 9:30 a.m. India time. 6 o'clock we directly go into meditation, so that we have time to read this and time to discuss. Yes, friends. So thank you so much for being here, and keep meditating. Be compassionate. Compassionate towards yourself is very important. The more you're compassionate about yourself, the more healing takes place, because we heal ourselves is by all these things, by being compassionate towards ourselves, by caring for ourselves. Yeah. So till we see each other in the evening or tomorrow, friends, have a lovely day and a lovely night, and a namaste to all. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Namaste.
and have